All right. So here you're gonna I'm gonna show you guys how to draw the tic-tac-toe block in Inventor. That's the program we've been using in class. And if you haven't been in school, you can come in and watch this video and draw the entire thing. So right here is what you want to click on, Autodesk Inventor. It's the eye on the desktop, and this is what's going to pop up. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go to File up here. You want to select New. Give it a second for it to pop up. And you want to click on Standard IPT right here. Double click on this. This is a standard Inventor part file. Give it a little few moments to load up. And I'm not going to get too deep in explaining everything. I just want to show you how to draw what we did in class. So what you want to do is to start drawing is you want to go up here and click on Start 2D Sketch. This will pop up and show you and ask what plane do you want to start drawing on. We want to start drawing on the XY plane. Okay. Once you've selected that, we want to go up here. We want to select rectangle. Just draw a square starting here. Use your mouse click and expand it like so. Okay. Once you've done that, click on dimension right here and click on this line right here. Move it up and let's resize that to 4.5. That's going to get really big, so we're going to zoom back in. There's a home button on your keyboard, which is above your arrow keys. Click on the home button and it comes back. We're going to click on the left side now. We're still in dimension. And make that 4.5 as well. Okay, click home again. Once we've done that, we're going to go to Finish Sketch. Hit home again. We're done sketching. Now we want to make it a 3D object. So we're going to go up here to Extrude. And sometimes this pops up here, sometimes it pops up over here. We want to go a distance of right here. Instead of 1 inch, we want to do 1.5. And it always defaults to inches. You don't have to put the inch letters in. Go ahead and hit OK. There you go. Now we have our block. So now we want to put the grids going across the front here. Okay, because we want it to eventually look like this. This is what we're going to build in the tech room. So we want to do these lines here and these lines here. All right, and the holes too. So I'm going to go ahead and right click on the top, new sketch. So we right clicked on the top, new sketch, and we're going to go to point. Point, make sure you're clicking on this side. All right, so put a point here and put a point here, right on the line here. All right, if you have to hit home to zoom in a little bit, that might help. Once you put 2 points in on that line, go ahead and click on dimension. All right, and now we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on the point right here and click on the top edge right here. That's how we want to dimension it. How far away from the edge do we want the point to be? We want that to be 1.5. Same thing with the bottom. Click on the point, click on the line, make that 1.5. I always try to bring my dimension out and put the number between the arrow here and the arrow here. Okay. If for some reason yours popped up like this, okay, you're just putting the points on the bottom edge right here. Sometimes when you right click new sketch, and sometimes it comes up like this, or sometimes it comes up like that. All right. Okay. We're going to go ahead and click finish sketch. We're going to click on hole. And we're going to click on this right here, make sure it's through all. And then we're going to make this say 0.125. That's the diameter of the hole, very small hole. We're going to make like a half a hole. And if it didn't select your points, go ahead and click on each one of the points to select it to make it put the holes in. We're going all the way through. That's what this one is right here, through all. Hit OK. Now we're going to repeat the same steps on the right side. So we're going to right click on this side and hit new sketch and go to point. Now this is a little tricky. The little roller on your mouse, you can zoom in and zoom out. All right, so see how it gives you this line here and this line here? Make sure you put it on the outside line, this one. All right, one here and one here. And don't ever put anything on this yellow dot there, that's bad. Now click on dimension, click here, make that 1.5, and click, and make that 1.5. Okay, we'll go ahead and click finish sketch, and go to hole. We're going through all. It's already, our size is already in there. Hit OK. All right, now we're going to put the holes in the front across here. All right, so go to this one right here, this square right here, this top left square, right click on it, new sketch, go to point, put the point right here in the middle of that area. Okay, and go up here and click dimension. If you ever end up putting like multiple points in or too many things, you can always click undo up here and hit it, or hit escape on your keyboard and try it again. All right, so click on dimension, click on the point, click on the top edge, make that 0.75, which is half of 1.5. Click on point here, click on the left edge, make that 0.75. Okay. All right. And now we're going to use a new tool called rectangular. Some of your programs might say rectangular, some might just have the little icon here. Click on that. It's going to give you a window. All right. If the window blocks your drawing, just grab it right here and move it over. All right. So I'm going to select the point first. Then I'm going to select direction 1. And then I'm going to select this yellow line right here. And if the arrow is facing to the left, the green arrow, we want to flip it and face to the right. If it already faces to the right, you don't have to do anything. You want these little yellow X's going this way to the right. And we're going to change this to 3. And we're going to change this one to 1.5. Okay. Now it gives you a preview of 1, 2, 3 yellow X's. Now click on direction 2 arrow. Click on the vertical yellow line. And if it's facing down, you're good. If it's not, you can use the flip button. And type in 3 for how many you want. And the spacing is 1.5. It should get a preview like this. Okay. When you get your preview and it looks good, then hit OK. If you hit OK too early, kind of have to start over again. Hit undo and start over again. All right. Hit OK. Now we're going to go ahead and click the little house button up here. This is your view cube. Click on the little house and it kind of brings it to the side in this isometric 3D view. Now we go to hole. Oh, sorry, finish sketch. Go to hole. And these holes are going to have where it says termination right here under behavior. If your behavior looks like this, just simply click the arrow, let it go down. And distance, and the distance we want to go for how deep it is going to be 0.25 for the depth. And then for the width of the hole, we want that to be 0.5. All right, just like that. And if it gives you the preview that looks like that, go ahead and hit OK. All right, now we have 2 more holes to do, and those are the storage holes in the top of the game where you're going to store your games, store your pieces. So we're going to go ahead and right click on the top, new sketch, click on point, put a point here, put a point over here. And you see that purple line that pops up, that lets you know that you're in a line with each other. That's good to know. Now I'll go up here to dimension. I'll click on home to zoom in a little bit. And I want to dimension this point to this edge and make that 0.75. And this point to the top, I want to make that 0.75. Okay. Same thing on this side. Zoomed out a little bit. Click here, the point, click on the edge, Always put that dimension between the arrows right here. It's not super important, but just makes it easier to read. There we go. Okay. And once again, you click Finish Sketch when you're done sketching, and then Hole. So all the steps are very repetitive. Now these holes are gonna be a little different. These are gonna go down 4 inches. This is where we're gonna store all your marbles and stuff like that. Oops, 4, not 0.4. All right, and then if it's still red, it means you're typing in something wrong. And then this, we want to be 0.625. So 4 inches deep, 0.625 for the width. All right, and then you can go ahead and then click OK. Once you've done that, you're done. You can go up here to File and click Save As. And then I want you to find your Inventor folder. You're probably only going to have like 3 folders here, but find your Inventor folder, double click on it, and this is where you're going to save all your information and just name it TTT for Tic Tac Toe and hit save right here. I'm not going to save it because I already have it saved. And that's it. You've completed it. And the next video will be how to put it onto a template. Any questions? Feel free to ask.